All right, we're going fishing today. It's 6:29 in the morning. Sunrise is 6:46, I believe. And the sun is starting to come up. Don't know what all this equipment's here for. I hope I can get out of here when we get all done and it isn't something for this location. All right, let's get going. Great.
Below this video, click on Show More to see links for many of the items used in most of my videos. They are there so you can locate them in case you are interested.
Fish. Now those are all birds flying early in the morning. Oh, nice fish. Alright, buddy. Let's see if we can get a hold of you. Here's my grabber. Alright. Alright, let's get the hook out of him. That hook is way down. He really swallowed that. I was swimming this worm. Alright. Let's see what this guy weighs. One. Let's see how long he is. It's 20, just shy of 22 inches. Try a fluke. This is heavy cover. I get a bite, especially if I get a bigger fish, I'll be in trouble. I think it's only 15-pound test. Something just came up and swiped at it right there. I don't think it was very big. There's one. See if we can get up here. Yeah, that's coming up. I don't know if there's a fish in there, but yeah, there is. All right. Not very big. Little guy. Let's see how big he is. Put your tail down. Well, he was 13 inches. I doubt if I saw him. Not very big, but it's a fish. Well, I've been fishing with all kinds of things. Well, just for the heck of it. How big is he? Yeah, he's 13 inches. All right, buddy. All right, let's let you go, buddy. See ya. I've been throwing a big worm, swimming it, crawling it on the bottom. I've been throwing a swim bait. I haven't gotten a bite in a couple hours, so this is what got me back to catching something. So I guess I'm going to use this for a while. It's a Zoom Super Fluke. Well, the wind has started to pick up a little. It's not bad. supposed to be only 5 miles an hour out of the northwest, which would be there. And then it's supposed to move to the north, staying at 5 miles an hour throughout the day. This lake runs north-south, so it has nothing to slow down the wind. So it may really be 5 miles an hour around the calmer areas, but in here it runs the lake, picks up speed. Still not bad. There's one. He's not very big. But he's feisty. Just for the heck of it, let's measure him again. And he's also 13 inches. These are probably a bunch of schoolies in the area. All right, buddy. See you later. Attention, attention. We're breaking in with important news from the CDC. Coronavirus protection includes wearing your mask, social distancing, like going out in a twin troller and fishing on your own. But one other thing, when you catch your fish, besides letting them go, don't kiss the fish. This has been a public service announcement from this channel. Well, while I straighten this out, let me make an observation. This patch of hydrilla, of course it runs out here into deeper water too, but where it's pretty dense, that side of it is hydrilla almost up to the top. That's where that boat is, and that boat, the other boat over there. I fished over there, I didn't get any bites. Over here is the area where I got the good fish this morning and every other fish. Now, what's the difference between this side and over there? This side, I'm in 9 feet of water, 9 something, but the hydrilla is much more sparse and is not all the way up to the top. So when I throw this, I'm assuming that they can see this, where over there, they really have a hard time if they are in that dense hydrilla. I'm not sure that they are. They may be more on this side where there's a little bit more open water to chase bait. And since this fluke is really kind of designed to be a wounded bait, and the erratic movement of it, probably this side is the best side to be throwing this on. Now this lake is up a pretty good amount. And if it had been a couple of days ago before this hurricane that came through and gave us a lot of rain, my guess is this mat would be really topped out, and back all the way across there it would be topped out all over. Where now the water's high enough that boats can get over the top, and there's an open space between the hydrilla and the surface itself, except for the places where it's really, really high, like here. Now there's a boat there, 2 boats over there. Actually, there's 3 boats over there. Well, this fluke is getting chewed up, so let me change it. Well, this looks exactly like a zoom fluke, but it's not. It's actually a bitters bait. Jim Bitters is the name of the company, and he makes a lot of soft plastics, and I sometimes buy his. I like his plastics, and I happen to be at a place where they sold them, so I bought some recently. Now, I was throwing a black and blue fluke up until now. I'm changing this to a green pumpkin, which is a pretty standard color, especially for a fluke in Florida. And I have this twist-on nose that keeps me from getting caught, and it also keeps this from pulling down. Right here, I had a fish come after it. He rolled on the surface. It was a pretty good fish, but he didn't get hooked up. Now, right along this edge here, I got a couple of bites on this. I'm throwing a swim bait, and they came up and tapped on it a couple of times, but still no connection. Now, the ones tapping on it might have been smaller fish, but I saw part of that other one, and it was a good fish. I hope you saw that. One just exploded on the fluke when it hit the water, but never even got it. In order to save memory space on the card, I turned off the GoPro, both of them, and I just threw a fluke onto the weeds, right a little bit to the right of that one, but the fish just jumped completely out of the water and missed it. Let's just try throwing one last time right to that location, I hope. Yep. Oh well, we tried. Not sure if you can see some of this, but it's I'm 6-7 foot water. It's 78.9 degrees. It's 12:44, and the sun came out just about at noontime. So we were heavy overcast all day until noontime, and there's still a lot of clouds out, but the sun is starting to pop its way out, and it's starting to get a little warm out here. Just giving you the conditions. All right, let's move on the gas a little bit. Put it on idle. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm trying to come over here to fish some of these pads. The water's up, so I'm hoping maybe they came in from outer water into here. I'm throwing the fluke. Now, these kind of pads are out of the water. See how they're higher up? These pads over here are flat. These are kind of the conventional kind that are flat onto the water. These I have found don't hold fish as well as these pads do, the flat ones. And these, because they're up out of the water, your bait gets caught on them all the time. So while I'm here, I'm just going to try a couple of these. Now it's November, another month. Some fish in Florida will start really moving in to the shallows here, and they'll sit around these pads a lot. Try one last cast here, more into this open water. Around pads, but more open. Nope. All right, let's move. All right, let me show you something that I saw this morning as I came out of the canal. Now, I have a 1 ounce Metlock jig, black and blue, and whenever I'm fishing, especially on Toho, this is exactly what I'm looking for. It's floating hyacinths. In fact, here's some more right here. Now I have 4.7 feet of water. Let's see if we have enough in here. Yeah, I definitely think there's enough water here. Now I'll usually use 1.5 ounces with a punch weight on it, but I happen to have this jig already tied on, and I like the jig, so I'm going to fish with it just for a minute here. And I'm really surprised that this is here, because the county sprays for this and kills it. The hyacinths are not attached to the ground. They are a floating plant, and they have roots that hang down. They grow very quickly and multiply, so they will come and spray them whenever they see them. Which I would prefer that they leave some. And I have talked to some of the guys that do the spraying in the airboats, and they told me that they're all fishermen, and when they have a tournament, they leave some places for themselves where they'll know that there's hyacinths, and they can come and fish them during the tournament. Ain't that something? Now this jig seems to be doing pretty good at getting through this. Hyacinths can get packed really tight together. When they do, you need heavier weight. I've used as much as a 2 ounce weight on a punch rig. This is the kind of place that dreams can be made of. This is where the big girls can go. And why do they go here? Well, underneath this, there's roots hanging down. And there's all kinds of small crustaceans and little bugs that will live in the roots. Well, what happens then? Little fish come to eat them. Big fish come to eat the little fish. And this is like having an umbrella over your head. The best time to do this is when it's really sunny. And it is sunny today, but not bright sunny. Now look at the tip of my pole. There's the line's tight. There's probably 3.5, 4 feet of water here, which isn't how much is normally here, but the water is high, as I said earlier today. And right behind me is another large mound of it. So let's turn around. Now there's heavy hydrilla here, but I can get in here close enough. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through that. The hydrilla is right through the middle of this, and it's so thick that when I threw that, it just sat there in the top. No, I'm not getting through it all. All right. Nope. All right, forget this side. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Goodbye now.